All right. Good morning, guys. Monday morning. It's time for the weekly outlook. How are you guys doing? Let me know in the chat. How was your weekend? Let me know. Going to dive right in. We have lots to discuss. And yeah, the cool part about doing a weekly outlook on Monday is we, of course, now have the Sunday Open and the Monday London information where we can play with. So when prepping for this weekly outlook, I saw already some very nice moves coming up. So yeah, very excited. So I hope you had an amazing weekend. I will go over the watch list one by one. You see it on the right side, started with DXY, and we are going from the top to the bottom. If you have any questions, I will answer every question at the end. So if you have any questions in between, please make sure you are asking the pair, but also the time frame and the exact question. And after the weekly outlook, we have a small break until 9 a.m. Then we're going to start our regular live stream where we dive to the charts, executing and playing a 10 a.m. game. You guys know the drill. So if you're late, you can just rewind on YouTube and watch it 2 times speed. And yeah, so let's do it. So starting with DXY, this whole move I had a bullish bias to the equal highs here and also to these highs, but price just shows otherwise right now. So around here, I was like, okay, if the discount rates here start to fill, then I'm changing my bias to bearish, and I did that for, right here. Last week I said if we respect this SIBI, I don't need price to come here. It's a breakaway gap, then we can move lower, and we did. So I have a bearish bias on DXY. Low-hanging fruit are these April and June lows. So two, let's go to the monthly. We have two monthly lows here. That's very close. So of course, that's the low-hanging fruit. And then it's the question, how are we going to deliver to that? Two scenarios. One is right away as a low of the week. And then probably going back for retracement or reversal against or towards this daily SIBI. Or today we are just chilling. News pushes us upwards and then we will take the liquidity pool. Keep in mind, it can be both. So price will show its hand soon enough. Like we have some red folders coming up. I think, let me see, on Forex Factory, we're going to discuss it right now. That was my little introduction on DXY. Let me pull up my Forex Factory. There we go, because there the DXY analysis comes into play. So today we have 8:30 red folder, and we have Fed Chow Powell speaking at 12. Not too big of a red folder, but of course can give nice volatility in 20 minutes from now, 25 minutes, yeah, 25. Tomorrow, very exciting. CAT CPI. So the CAT pairs, as you see, are on the watch list. We've used the red folder, and we have NCD CPI in the Asia session tomorrow. So also some NCD pairs. Like NCD is so weak for the last few weeks. So I'm very curious what the CPI is going to do with that. And we're not done yet. We have GBP CPI on Wednesday, London. Very excited. And Thursday we have Euro rates. So there's so much going on this week, and I honestly love it. Also, of course, everyone knew about what happened to Trump this weekend. Very interesting what it's going to do with the indices at the open. If we get a nice reaction. So I'm definitely going to wait out the open volatility today. But that's something we are going to discuss around 9 a.m. when we start the actual live stream, not the weekly outlook. So this is the game plan. Lots of volatility drivers. The big three, FOMC, CPI, and rates. FOMC, CPI, and NFP. And we have more than one of the big boys here with CPI. We have rates, we have multiple CPIs. So yeah, very excited for this week. So let's see how we're going to deliver into that. Let's go one time frame lower. Like this sell side liquidity pools down here are so close. I think we will reach them first. But let's see what price gives us. This little nice consolidation around that opening gap. So we'll see. We'll see. So that's for DXY. Then JPY made some displacement. Finally, look at this. Like, we had so much downside, and now we finally created some bullish arrays. So a discount array. So let's see what we're going to do when the JPY reaches back into this daily busy, because that would mean perhaps we can get some upside for JPY. That means finally some downside for the JPY crosses. And perhaps if you have a quick glance at the watch list, the JPY crosses, they're not all there. The only JPY crosses that are on the list are with the weak cross. So the USD is weak, Euro is weak, NZD is weak. If you want to short something weak, that's cleaner. So that's why they're on the list. For example, AUD, currently, the Australian dollar is very strong. I'm not going to short anything AUD related, if that makes sense. Okay, AUD NCD, just like Euro GBP, I'm just looking at their relative strength because of their correlation. They're best friends. So for the S&Ps, well, for the last few weeks, AUD has outperformed NCD by a mile. So that's why I said NCD is weak, AUD is strong. Euro GBP, last week on stream, I think it was Monday or Tuesday, I mentioned this setup from the weekly fair value gap. We had a very clean weekly internal to external. And last week I mentioned, last week we had this. Last week outlook, I said this is going to be a black candle, lowering through this, eventually target this. I tried to catch a short on Monday. I missed it. Or I was in, but I got out break even. And eventually, well, time has told us that it was so right. Very clean, exactly to the drawn liquidity. But the point for Euro GBP is Euro is weak, Pound is strong compared to each other. All right, then everyone's favorite, Lady NQ. Last week was a little doji. A doji, for the people who already saw the first episode of the Beginner Bootcamp, little promo here. Every 2 days until the rest of the month, there will be a new Beginner Bootcamp video. So much work, love, energy in those videos. And if you've seen the first one about candlesticks, you know what a doji is. So there's an indecisive candle. So that means buyers and sellers are basically in balance there. So we'll see what we got there. On the daily, we don't have any CBs created. That would indicate higher prices. And ask the question, higher from? I'm neutral, so I'm going to over that in the live stream as well. We are creating on the daily, with the current price action, a daily volume imbalance. So then, for example, you can do this tomorrow, or perhaps price wants to go lower to the weekly busy and then go higher. I think longs again are on the cards, and that has to do with the lack of premium arrays in this area. But that's cool part about trading Mondays. Monday will show you. Let's see what we do in this area. Not much has happened since the open, I see. Yeah, holy shit, look at this London session. Yes, nothing happened. I think everyone's waiting for the open. I think the open is going to be very explosive today. But more on that later. That's because of the Trump situation. NQ and ES, we watch together. What I'm watching for ES, of course, also that weekly busy. We are creating a weekly volume balance. Also a weekly value gap, but not yet. This is the new candle from this week. But we are closer to all-time high than NQ. So every time there's a new all-time high, and of course we had multiple for the last few weeks, I'm also always looking at an S&T at the highs. Because around these months, the summertime, there will be an S&T at the highs. And show you an example from last year. That means July 2023. The same happened here. It was July 19th. We have an S&T at the highs. Yes, made a higher high, or YM. One of three indices was an S&T with. And then we sold off for 3 months straight. What, 3 months? Yeah, 3 months. More than 3 months. Now I'm looking for a similar kind of move this year as well. So we had this massive movement upwards. And I think that SMT can be created somewhere in the coming 2 weeks. And then what I want to see is just some nice retracement for some month until October. Until October, November. That's always playing in the back of my head. Until that is proven otherwise, like until we're not displacing lower, I'm still going to long every single opportunity I get because we're hyper bullish. But if price is going to hint at us, we want to go short, then we can take some positions, like multiple week and month positions. So that's for NQ and ES. So let's see what we do at the all-time highs. Then the UK 100 is consolidating for weeks already right now. This is what I have in mind. So I have an alarm set. When UK 100 hits this monthly BISI, this other part is a weekly BISI overlapping part. I'm looking for a market maker buy model to these highs. We are creating so much buy side liquidity here on the top. So it's just a matter of time. And if we don't reach there, I'm not in. But for the FTSE traders or UK 100 traders, here you go. Then the USD pairs. Well, you guys know what I think of DXY. And you also know what probably the USD pairs are going to do. All are quite bullish. They're creating this kind of race. For example, here in the euro dollar, we have this daily BISI. That's my only point of interest. I don't like to long euro, to be honest. Euro is weaker. So if I want to long something, I'm longing GBP from this two. And I'm already in a long position from Friday. But if that fails and we're going lower, then I want to see a long from the daily SIBI. Today we could create another daily BISI. I mean, we could create a new daily BISI. So keeping that in mind. But that is dependent on how we close today. Let's see how this made my position. Yeah, I mean, I'm in since here. Stops at break even. So see if we can get some nice movement. And otherwise, it just, like I mentioned, just lower. And lower before going higher. And it all depends on what DXY is going to do. On a weekly, we are creating a BISI, but it needs to take another week, of course. We create here another BISI. And this may be a little nugget for the more beginner traders or are maybe struggling with, okay, I see for value gaps on a weekly, on a monthly, on a daily. Which one should I choose? Or why would one hold or not? Quick tip here, for example, this is a little messy, but you're now on the weekly. There are some daily rates aligned. Currently, with the last week close, we created this massive, or not massive, but we created this weekly BISI. If you think price will come all the way back here to then come all the way back there, I wouldn't trade that because that's too far. That's like multiple hundred points. So look for low-hanging fruit. So the most low-hanging fruit target is this daily BISI. And then just wait when you want to wait. Wait for price to come back in the daily BISI and look. And then on the lower time frame, hunt for your Judas swings, your AMDs, your entry, your Skool model, whatever model you want to chase. And the cool part is, if that model doesn't appear here, we probably will go to that weekly BISI. But do not wait for it. Just look on lower time frame what we do inside those higher time frame areas, higher time frame point of interest, and then move. All right. That's for GU. I would say higher because the XY lower. I'm going to hunt for a very nice Skool model once one of these lows have been breached. External to internal. That means also external to internal on the USD pairs. There you would, for example, see an external to internal move. I'm going to short. What am I going to short of these four? I'm going to short Euro and NZD USD. And I'm going to long GBP USD and AUD USD on the USD pairs. Just because the crosses, the currencies that are paired to the US dollar, GBP and AUD are strong, Euro and NZD are weak. And how do I know this? Because of the two pairs here. AUD NZD, AUD is stronger, NZD is weaker, Euro weaker against the pound. Then this was I think my main surprise of last week. I was like, of course, like the don't get me wrong, the monthly is horrible. But I was like, okay, finally we have some monthly Sibi created. Let's go. Let's short from that Euro NCD monthly Sibi. I haven't taken a position. I was waiting. And it's a good thing I waited because it's completely ignored it. Remember from the Seek and Destroy video from the mentorship that if you're in a consolidation or a Seek and Destroy profile, arrays probably won't hold. And this is a nice example of it. I have this on the list actually just because of that. And I want to take a position perhaps from this relative equal highs towards this daily busy here. This daily busy here. GU, same, so bullish. And let's see what we get here. We probably going to create another busy. Not the best pair. This is my least favorite of the pairs. I think they should even be on the watch list, but I just wanted to show you guys what I thought about the NCD pairs. NCD is so weak. That means the NCD crosses are going up like crazy. Just like, for example, the JPY crosses went up like crazy because JPY was doing nothing. And then, yeah, let's dive into the cat pairs. And as you know from the news from Forex Factory, we have so much cat news. Or not so much, but like big cat news, CPI. And on Friday with another 2 red folders. CPI will give the direction for the week. So I'm not trading before CPI, I'm waiting. But after CPI tomorrow, New York, we'll definitely see some direction. So you know Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, exactly for every pair what the low-hanging fruit draw on liquidity is going to be. If I'm looking at USD cat, like the weekly is horrible. Big wicks, small bodies, I don't like that. Monthly also nothing. Little consolidation here. So not much to play with. On the daily, here in the highs, we took out liquidity, then this plays lower. Now we are respecting this daily Sibi here. This plays lower. Now we are again in that second daily Sibi. We have some equal lows right here. I think for tomorrow, CPI, this is going to be the candle. If you want to play this and blow your account, be my guest. I'm not going to be your shoulder to cry on because it's just gambling. I think we will get a move towards the downside. Based on what USD CAT is showing right now, I think US dollar is weak right now, and yeah, it looks like price wants just to take out some nice sell side liquidity. Euro CAT, on the other hand, that's so weird. Like the cat pair should align a little bit, but Euro CAT, GBP CAT, both very bullish. I don't have a clear bias on these ones. So that's why I'm going to wait for CPI. And why I want to wait for CPI, for example, here on the weekly, after tomorrow's CPI, you know if CPI is going down like this, we're probably going to create a weekly order block so you can then short towards the lows here. If, on the other hand, price tomorrow is a big green candle for a GBP CAT or CAT in general, then you know, okay, we probably want to see higher prices, whereas liquidity, well, there are some swing highs right here to take. And then you can perhaps somewhere take a nice external to internal or wait for a nice retracement to go long again. Price will show his hand after CPI. AUD CAT, same story. Weekly busies here. Daily busies here. I think AUD CAT can be a very nice long from this daily busy. But again, I'm not want to gamble CPI. And NCD CAT is my least favorite. I want to use this as a extra confluence together with AUD CAT. So like usually what you want to have with one cross, like for example, I think with lower DXY, all the USD pairs will go up. With CAT, I'm not too sure which side we're going. But again, if you're not sure, and that's fine. And if you look at the monthly on most pairs, they're consolidating, so we're not in trending conditions, making them harder to play. But I think the CPI, FOMC, NFP will give some nice direction. And personally, I like that a lot. And I think it should matter to you as well. Then the GHF pairs. I have 2 GHF pairs left on my list from the whole list from the last few weeks. I want to see high prices still, and high prices. Well, I'm going to sound like a broken record, but I hope it makes sense. We have a balanced price range here on the weekly. If you want to long the strongest AUD GBP, so I want to trade this week, or I want to trade this week for the GBP for the GHF pairs. And if we take the high here, then I'm going to the correlated pair. In this example, AUD GSF, I'm going to look at entity GSF. AUD and entity are correlated. Entity GSF to look for shorts. Same for GP GSF. Weekly busy created here, but we also have some daily discount arrays to play with here, but probably going to create one again today. If we reach the highs here, the May highs, then I'm going to look for shorts, not for GBP GSF, but for Euro GSF. Based on the SMT, they're creating at the highs for lower prices. Why I think GSF is going higher, I say this for a long time right now, is because they had rate cuts. Rate cuts means a weaker currency, and a weak currency means higher crosses. Imagine September. It's almost 2 months. Is 2 months? Yeah, 2 months. In 2 months, there will probably be rate cuts for DXY. What do you think of what rate cuts will do for DXY? Boom. Straight to the lows here. These lows will be ran, like the July lows here, press these lows. We'll see some nasty down movement with the rate cuts. Then the JPY pairs. I'm looking for all the JPY pairs for their respective newly created daily SIBI as a drawn liquidity to long from for a nice scalp. And also a nice move to short from. Here as well, Euro JPY to long 2. Not too much, it's like 10 points, 15 points. But it is short from. NCJPY, same. I think NCJPY is the best one because NCD is the weakest. But let's see. And then gold, like on Friday during the stream, I think you guys remembered, I mentioned so nice market maker model from the 4-hour for value gap. Well, this, how should I call myself? This dildo forgot to remove his limit. I set a limit. It was here, like this limit I set on Friday. Here's when I sent to you guys, here, that was Friday afternoon. I sent, well done for the guys who caught this in the Telegram. And I was like, well, I will see. I just totally forgot about the weekend and just checked my charts. And I was like, oh, gold is moving quite nicely. Did I have my limit on? And yes, I did. And I got taken out by 2 points. So yeah, part of the game. I think it's a very nice market maker buy model. I am looking for, but that's a little teaser for the stream. I'm looking for longs around the open from the 1-hour busy towards the -2 standard deviation target. There's the manipulation leg towards the value gap. -2 is here. Take out the highs as well. I think that's a very nice place to go. And if we don't reach that, we'll probably see some lower price to this daily busy, but I don't need this. I don't need price to come back to this daily busy, but if it does, well, it is a nice long opportunity as well. So let's see what today will bring. If you compare gold with silver, the correlated pair, gold's weaker. You see this? So very interested what we will do there. Well, I think what we will do there is go to the weekly busy and then go long. But like we're consolidating here on the weekly, so you see how strong gold is. I think we will see internal to external for silver. Okay, lastly, the cryptos. Well, I mentioned this in the Telegram this morning. We're going to see some crazy gold candle very, very soon. So we took out the May low. Was it last week? Yeah. During NFP was this? Yeah. Now we finally have some movement higher, and this is very convincing. Like this weekend, 3 days in a row, going to create an order block here on the weekly. So that means what you could have is this week, or I mean next week, nice and green. Then there's a for value gap and order block created right here. And oh boy, if that's created, ooh, things are getting spicy. Boom. And then you will see all the meme stocks or the meme coins and stuff pop off again. No, but I think we will see higher crypto. But I must say, I'm cheating here a little bit. I don't day trade crypto, and I've said we're going higher for this whole move lower. So that's why I say I'm cheating a little bit. If you're day trading crypto, I think short was the best way. But I'm not a trained crypto day trader. I just like the whole industry as a whole. Like crypto introduced me to trading, but I'm more of a swing and position trader on Bitcoin, not intraday. And Ethereum, we have an Ethereum ETF coming out. I think there's not much, like there are not many more bullish news things than an ETF. Like that means an ETF is so much money flowing in to a single currency or single asset. That's Ethereum. So yeah, I think higher prices, higher from where? Let's wait a few days. But like the most important thing is when you think this is aggressive sells, aggressive buys, the smart money reversal, just see if this kind of raise holds. So for example, Bennett's price range right here. Does it hold? We'll see. We'll see. So there's a waiting game, but of course they're always on the list. And that is that, guys, for the weekly outlook. Let me see the chat. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the chat. I see the familiar face are here again. Amazing, amazing. Great to see you guys. No questions. I will wait. I'll wait. In the meantime, DXY is pushing a little bit higher. Not nice for this position. Probably going to be outbreak even. Yeah, we took liquidity. Did we? Yeah, a little bit, I think. All right, guys. If there is no question, we're going to take a small break. That means 9 a.m. EST. Wait, I think news comes out right now. Hold on. Yeah, but it's a small. Wow, there was actually news. 8:30. I think 9:30 will be the push today, guys, because the Trump scenario. Okay. Yeah. If there are no questions, oh, I see one question. What if DXY takes out the low? Will be bullish. I'm definitely looking at that. Yes. So what I mentioned at the start, I'm looking at two scenarios. Or daily SIBI lower, or taking the lows and then to the daily SIBI bullish. And I'm already in the position from last week, so that's a little cheating there. But I'm basically always waiting for one of the two POIs to be hit. And let's see. And I think today will already be very clear about that. And if not clear today, if we are in this consolidation still, then probably we will see it tomorrow during news. But this week I'm totally opposite. I'm bullish on DXY. DXY can be bullish, and I'm definitely open to that. But first, I want to see more candles being printed. I'm looking for the second scenario you mentioned, and that's fine. That's fine, but don't try to be open to every single scenario. It's good to have bias, but if you have 2 point of interest like this, we have a external range, external liquidity at the lows here, 2 monthly sell-side liquidity pools, and a daily SIBI. You just 2 point of interest. Just wait. But if you think that is a cool part, I mean, I will wait, but if this is going to be hit first, then you can catch a nice short on the USD pairs, and that's cool. Just do it. There's an equal highs on Bitcoin. I think that's a drawn liquidity. Yeah. We have such a clear buy side liquidity. We've all fair swings and buy side liquidity on Bitcoin. But the question is, where do we go higher from? And that's the difficult part. And I think like there are some guys in the Skool group who are day trading Bitcoin, and they are having great analysis on this as well. So check out their posts in the Skool group. It's very, very educational. In Q today, we have to sit back and observe and wait. Yeah, perhaps I will take a little scalp, but it depends on how price opens today. But we'll talk about that in the 9 a.m. stream about NQ for today. This is more like the weekly outlook. Dion, you have such a great video on OTE. Why don't you use them during the chart reading? I do them, but I don't draw them out. So if you're trading long enough, you will see, like, not precisely, but you have a clear feeling on this. This is somewhere in premium, somewhere in OT area. And if you're not sure, then you draw them out. Let's see if I can find a nice example. So for example, Euro US dollar. Now swing low, swing high. We are around, still in premium, I think. I think OT is around the order block. Let's see if that's correct. Yeah, OT is around the order block, at the order block. So, and here we are still in premium around. So I use it like mostly discount and premium. If I see, for example, here a big movement lower into a discount, this example, then I'm going to look, okay, what PD rates are overlapping with OTE? Well, it was a random one, but nice little down close candle there. Let me know if that answers your question, Alexandra. Is this the setup for the 10 a.m. game? 1 hour? No, it's not. Because for the 10 a.m. game, I'm predicting the next 4-hour candle at energy. That's my higher time frame bias. Then I'm going to look at lower time frame PD race, and then from those, I call them point of interest. Then I'm going to look for that market maker model. And aggressive sells, aggressive buys is basically a smart money reversal. But let's go over that during the stream at 9 a.m. as well. Then I can show you it live. I think that's you can learn more from live examples instead of me just pushing textbook theory to you. I can use OTE more often, Alexander. And if I forget, you can always just ask, like, hey, can you? What do you think about this in the light of OTE or whatever? Like, sure. All right, guys. Little break from here. I hope you enjoyed the weekly outlook. If you did, please, it would be amazing to press the like button. And I'll see you guys new stream. So I'll set a link in the Telegram as well. But same channel, new link. And see you in a little more than 20 minutes. Bye-bye.